talk about this book that I was really pleasantly surprised by, and that's The Key to My Heart by Leah Lewis. Now listen, I am a girl who judges books by their covers. Why is the cover there if not to judge it? And this one for me just like wasn't doing it. I don't know, it just feels a bit corny, kitschy. I thought the writing probably wasn't going to be very good, but I'm very glad that I didn't stick to that judgment and that I gave it a chance because I adored this book. It's a very moving work of women's fiction and romance that is centered around grief. This woman, her husband died 2 years ago, but she's still very much mired in the grief of that. And she's getting to a point where her friends are losing patience with her. They're pushing her to live her life. They're pushing her to move on. And she's just not ready. It's gotten so bad for her that she doesn't even want to be around her friends anymore. She's dodging their calls. She's avoiding meeting up with them. And then the book starts with her being out with them one night at this restaurant. And they're trying to set her up. They send her off to the bar where there's a cute guy. And they're like, go talk to him. And so she does. She goes over. And she's like, listen, please just play along with this. Just talk to me for a little bit. And then we can, both say that we just like didn't vibe with each other. And then my friends will get off my back. And so he goes along with it. And lo and behold, they actually have this really fun, bantery conversation. But then they part ways. This woman, Natalie, is a musician. And she's had musician's block, writer's block since her husband passed. She hasn't been able to write new music. She doesn't do her job really anymore, but she does play piano in this train station. So all these commuters passing by and she'll sit and she'll play. One day she finds a piece of sheet music and it's the first song that played at her and her husband's wedding. And then the next time she goes, she finds more sheet music and it's his favorite song. And this continues and it's all these songs that are relevant to her and her husband's life. And she thinks he must have something to do with it. So she's trying to figure out who it is. She's, has these suspicions of it's his friends, it's maybe his siblings, maybe it's even her ex-best friend who dropped a huge bomb on her at her husband's funeral and whom she hasn't spoken to since. While this is happening, she keeps running into the guy from the bar, the one that she had this like bantery conversation with, and they strike up a friendship. It's a really tender and warm story, so uplifting. And I honestly was floored because I didn't expect to like it at all. But in the end, I was so giddy and so moved. I absolutely loved it. This isn't necessarily a holiday book, but it did give me holiday vibes. So if you're looking for something really cozy and sweet and romantic, I would definitely recommend this book, The Key to My Heart by Leah Lewis. And thank you to Atria for sending me this because I don't think I would have picked it up if it weren't sent to me. And that would have been a damn shame.